I'd like to ask the Treasury Minister what steps government is taking to ensure that the gambling levy is being spent effectively and efficiently.
On the Treasury Minister, Mr. Cannon.
Mr. President, there is no gambling levy paid by gambling operators to government. It is, however, a condition of holding a Gambling Supervision Commission licence that gambling operators are expected to undertake good corporate social responsibility practice. On an annual basis, licence holders are required to make a proportionate contribution over the course of each year throughout the duration of the licence directly to one or more organisations that conduct research into the prevention and treatment of gambling-related harm, or an organisation that develops harm protection approaches and/or identifies and funds treatment of those harmed by gambling. It is a matter for the regulator to ensure that the licence condition is met, which it does through its supervision programme, whereby all licensees will, by the 31st of March each year, declare the nature, value and the organisation or cause to which the contribution was made. The regulator will check the organisation receiving the funds does provide services for problem gambling treatment, prevention and research. Neither government nor the regulator has a role in assessing if the organisation in receipt of these private donations has spent those donations efficiently and effectively.
Supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
Well, I thank the Minister for that, which is interesting because it doesn't quite tally up with the correspondence that I've had with the regulator about the responsibilities and who is making sure that this money is being spent well. Would the Minister agreed to look into this to make sure that the objectives that were set out when this levy was set out for the industry are actually being met, that research is being undertaken, and that there is some accountability to make sure that there is an effective mechanism to help people with problem gambling with the money that is being spent by these companies?
Mr. Cannon to reply.
Well, I would suggest to the honourable member that we are ensuring that the money is being distributed in accordance with the requirements that are laid out to these businesses. From 2016 onwards, operators were no longer mandated to make a contribution directly to the GSC, which was the case previously. Instead, they were given more flexibility to make direct contributions to organisations they felt more appropriate to their clients. Some chose to direct funds to additional services in their clients' target markets, while others chose to direct funds to the island's local addiction services. Mr. President, if the honourable member believes this can be improved, I'm extremely happy to listen to his concerns and I will feed those back to the GSC if he feels there are specific areas that can be improved. But I can assure honourable members the GSC does monitor and check that the companies are fulfilling their responsibilities in this in respect of their requirements to fulfil corporate social responsibility.
Mr. Speaker.
Just finally, from me, Mr. President, will the Treasury Minister confirm then that the policy for this rests firmly with the Board of the Gambling Supervision Commission and that there's no involvement by Treasury in either guiding, directing the approach?
Reply, sir.
Mr. President, the honourable member is correct. The responsibility for ensuring that these requirements are met are directed and managed by the GSC, but clearly if there is to be broader policy changes to licence holders, then that would obviously become a matter for this court as well as the GSC.